All right. With this, I think I have already shared some of the housekeeping rules. If you have any questions, send us to the chat, or Bikalpa will be pinging us in the middle of the conversation if you wish to have some questions. And you can directly send me through the chat section in the Zoom. You can find the chat section on the Zoom. And let's begin. Welcome our special guest, Bikalpa Thapa, and over to you.
Okay, thank you, Milabhai, for the sweet and short introduction as well. So my name is Bikalpa Thapa. I'd also like to introduce myself. And as Milanda already mentioned, so I have been in this industry for 5+ years. So I have mixed variety of experience with different tools and technologies. So I will be sharing all of my experiences, like what are the tools that I have been using in these past 5 years, and what have stuck with me. Like all of the tools that I will be showing are the tools that I currently use, and I have been using it for many years. So hope everyone will learn one or two new tools, and they can like introduce this tool into their web development flow as well, so that like they can also boost their productivity. So let me start by sharing my screen then. Okay, let's start with this. Okay, so this is the first slide. So let me, yeah, so my screen is visible, right? Yes, okay. So basically I'll be mentioning 7 tools probably, and much more as well. I will be providing some links as well. If there is time, I will also be adding other tools as well. But let's start with the first one that I use. So it is called Goek. So like it is a terminal which is toggleable. So we all use terminals in everyday uses, like whenever we want to like do any kind of commands or any type of file opening. Since we are web developers, so terminal is the most used tool in our arsenal. So so this is Quake is also a terminal, but it is a different kind of terminal. Like it is a very fast drop-down based terminal. So for demo, I can like do any kind of shortcuts that I want to assign it, and the terminal will appear from top or bottom wherever you want, and it will be hidden as well. If you want to hide it, it will be very accessible to you as well. Like any kind of commands that you normally do in the terminal will be accessible here, and you can like split it into multiple tabs. So these kind of things can be done from here. And this session is also stored. So once you log out or turn off your computer and log in again, all of these tabs, they can be restored. So this is a very handy tool that I want everyone to know as well and use it as well. Since we won't have to like change our tabs while searching for terminals. Like we usually do like open 3 or 4 terminals, and if you want to switch to one, we will have to like search for in all of those terminals, like which one is the one that I currently want. So for that, it's like very easy. It's like I am just pressing Alt plus T as my shortcut. So it will open my terminal, and if I press that again, it will hide my terminal. So I have also attached the links in the slides as well. So this is one of the tools. So one of the most common features of this is the easy reach. So it is available in just one click of a button, and it has like multiple pane features. You can do more than 8, 10, how much ever panes you want, and it is toggleable as well. So it can be toggled on and off so that it won't disturb you as well while changing your tabs as well. So this is one of the tools. So I just wanted to know it. I think if you guys are using it, then it's good. If not, then just give it a try. So next one, I will be jumping into next one. So next one is called FZF. So it is Unix file filter kind of tool. So it helps us to like find files and do a lot of things. So you can install it or use it from GitHub directly. So this is the link for this. So if you want to do any kind of filters, like if you type FZF over here, and you will see all of the tools, all of the files that are currently existing in my home directory. So this is, I'm currently in the room directory. So if I want to like view any of my files, like let's search for JSON files. So I can directly search for JSON files, and with one additional plugin, so I can directly view my file demo as well, like what are the things that this file contains. So this is also one very useful tool. Like I don't have to open my file just to view the contents as well. So the preview manager is also available. So just for viewing the basic contents of the tool of any file. So this is very useful as well. And I can also like search my history from here by using Control R. So like if I do that, I can like search through all of my histories. And if I want to use any of my commands that I have previously used, so I can like basically search for like resolve systemctl, any commands that I have previously used. So this is also easily accessible. And also like I can directly jump into any of the folders that is currently available in my like project. So if I type like Control T, and like if I am working on any kind of projects, I don't know exactly the path where I have kept that project. So I can directly type like Surebird. I am currently working on a project called Surebird. So if I type it like this, then I will directly jump into that Surebird folder. So I don't have to like type in whole path where that folder is. I don't even have to like search through all of my, so this FZF will basically search through all of the folders that I currently have, and I can directly jump into that as well. So these two basic examples. We also have other features as well, like SSH into any kind of uh, any IPs. Like you can like type SSH and tab like this. You can go to any of the SSH panels that you have currently set up in your Vim config file. So let me show you my SSH config files. Like if you want to access any kind of, like I have created one host with DigitalOcean Dev with this IP and this password. So if I want to directly log into this DigitalOcean SSH bucket, so I can directly do something like DigitalOcean, and it will directly like show me all of the links as well. So if I have like multiple, more than 10s or many of the hosts that are available, I can directly search and jump from here as well. So that is also helpful. And another one is like file preview that I have already shown as well, but it's available through BAT. So BAT is also one of the tools that I will be mentioning later, but I can directly preview file from here. Like in this example, I am directly seeing what are the contents of the file. So this is possible through one plugin called BAT. So this is also one of the features. This is very helpful while traversing through file and only to view a glance. We don't have to open whole folders and search through all of that. Directly search for files and view the contents as well. Another one very useful uh, is like killing a process. Like we basically want to kill a process. What we do is like search for that process, grab that process ID and find that ID and kill it with kill 9, and we like search for that ID. So with FZF, you can directly like kill 9 and press tab, and you can search for any of the running projects that you currently have. Like this is my Node project that I'm currently running, so I can directly stop this from here. So this will automatically get the process ID, and I can kill it with just one command as well. So this is also very helpful, and you can like use it to your own advantage as well. Like you could copy file whatever you want. Like it is only a Unix filter, so anything you can do with Unix filter, it can be done through this as well. Like if you for example, this is one of the example that I previously tried. Like if I want to copy one file, I don't know where that file is, to one of the destination folder. Like I want to copy that file to downloads, but I don't know where that file is. I could do that by going through my terminal and going through files and where that file is, but I can directly pipe in over here as well, and it will show the list of the files that I want to copy. I can like search for any kind of empty file, any readme files. So with this, if I try this, it will like copy this README file to downloads directly. So for that, there are a lot of use cases that you could make it yourself as well. So this is one of the tools that can be used to copy single file to any of the folders that you want as well. So this is one of the tools. So it can be integrated with any other applications like JSATs or Vim as well. So this can be integrated easily with all of those things. So I basically use this a lot. So just this as well. And let's go to the next. So, anyone have any question till now, or shall I jump in? Any questions yet? No. Okay. So let's jump into next one. So next one is BAT. So BAT is similar to CAT. Like if we do CAT a file, like it will basically print what are the contents of the file. But with BAT, we can do something like syntax highlighting that I'm currently using. This is BAT. So I have aliased my cat to use BAT. It will also show me the line numbers available over here as well, and also paginations as well. With cat, all the contents of the file will be printed and it exists directly. But with BAT, you can like go one line at a time or explore that file with your use as well. So I have also integrated this with FZF. That's why I can see something like this in the right bar. So this is just one command that you can find it in FZF official repository as well from here. And there is some integration files for BAT as well. So you could like copy this, some of the things, and see for yourself what are the things that can be used here as well. So that's basically BAT. And let's go to the next one. So next one is GNOME extensions. These tools, but this is my second monitor, so I might not be able to show that, but I will share my next screen so that you guys will also be able to see. Also able to see that GNOME extension that I currently use. So like if I share this one, so I think it is visible, right? Yeah, it is visible. So like the tools like system monitor, like the RAM uses, CPU uses, the internet uses, all of these things can be easily used from here as well. And you could find a lot of tools that you want. Like this is one tool that I use. This is called Caffeine. So sometimes when you are like reading through books or what? Yeah, that's what I'm sharing as well. So I'm showing this top bars. So this is Caffeine. This is the system monitor tool. So you could integrate a lot of things that I think GNOME extensions have. So let's go to this one. So this is the cell GNOME extension. So you can search for many tools. This can be added into browser directly, so that you could search for any of the tools that you want, like time managers, any of the log or tab, anything. So you have to explore these, but the ones that I currently use are this system monitor. So which lets me to like see what are the RAM uses that I currently have. If I see something like 90+%, then I immediately try to close some of my tabs or some of the things that I'm currently doing, and try to limit that usage. Or CPU usage, I try to debug why it is being used. So it will be always available to you. And clipboard as well. So clipboard, we try to copy multiple things. We can copy multiple things using these extensions. And Caffeine, I already mentioned regarding that turn off your screen. So if you turn on this Caffeine, your screen will never be locked, and you can like read through a huge document without like increasing your screen timeout. So basically we can have those type of extensions as well. So for installing all of these extensions, you could go through the documentation of here. It provides a lot of documentation. So yeah, this is the documentation. We can go through here and directly install it and explore other extensions that you need as well. So this can be integrated in any of the browsers like Firefox or Chrome or Brave or any of the browsers. So That's one, but it is for, I think, only Ubuntu because of this norm. But I think the other options is also available for other OSs as well. And let's jump into next one then. Next one is Vimium. So Vimium is a browser extension as well. So and this is the Vimium plugin. So with this, basically, you could do a lot of things. There are a lot of options that are available from here. So if you know Vim, then this will be your best friend in while browsing the with any of the browsers. Like you could do a lot of things. There are a lot of commands available over here. So you could see like you could go to your first tab if you have like multiple tabs open. Let's say I have like 50 or 20, 30 tabs open. I want to go to one of the tabs containing like a Medium post, for example. So I don't know where it exactly is. Like if you have like multiple tabs open, you won't be able to see all of these. So you could directly do something like, I want to go to GitHub containing something like, where do I want to go with FZF. So I want to go to this tab. So if I have a lot of tabs open, I won't be able to click it over here. I will have to manually go through search like this. This is this tab, this is this tab. But with Vimium, I can directly search for this by clicking O and typing FZF. So it will basically jump directly take me back to this tab. So it will be very helpful, like when you want to directly jump in from one tab to another. So and that is also helpful. Another one is like one of the features that I use most of the time is called marks. So like if you are browsing through a huge document, right, like this, so you see something like this line, so you want to like mark this so that you can be you will be able to like visit this space whenever you want. So for that, I can directly type mark with M and any of the letters that I want to assign. Let's assign it A for now. So this screen is currently marked with A tabs. So if I go back wherever I want in the same page, and if I want to go back to where where I marked that, I can directly jump in from here, like pressing this tick mark and the mark symbol. So if I press this, I will be taken back to where I created the marks. So I can create 20, there are how many letters? So I can create a lot of marks as well. It is a feature of Vim, but it's also available in browser. In Vim, you could do marks in multiple files as well, but in this plugin, I haven't been able to do that. So if I create marks in this page and I am in another page, I won't be able to go to this page. If that feature was available, then that would be great, but it's not yet available. So yeah, this is also one of the features. Like I can create another mark over here, like called with B, and I can go to like that mark by directly pressing B. So there are a lot of options as well. Like if I am browsing this page and I want to like search Google, search Google or open YouTube and listen to music. So I don't have to go to new tab, or click on youtube.com and search from over here or something like that. So I could directly do that from here. Like I can open YouTube and search it over here. Like what do I want to search? Something. So it will directly open YouTube in this tab. So you could do that by creating a new tab by creating by clicking Shift O as well. So there are a lot of shortcuts that's available over here, but you will have to go through all of these shortcuts to view all of these, and use only those that are useful to you and that might help you. Like I can go to YouTube directly by clicking O and pressing Y. So it's a shortcut for YouTube. So I can search something and it will open YouTube by directly adding that something in here. And so this is also one feature that's available. You could do something like searching in Google as well. Like I want to search a Vim in Google. So if I try this, it will open Vim and search it in Google as well. So you could do that by directly from this tab as well. So there are also a lot of features. Like if you want to duplicate this tab, you could press one button and it will duplicate that. So the commands or the shortcuts that you want to assign, you could choose for yourself. Like this is the key that you want to use, and this is the shortcut that you want to type. So if you want to rename this or change this to any of the shortcut that you want, you could directly add something like here is as well. Like if I want to close everything on the right, I could type something like grx from here, and all the tabs on the right will be closed. If I want to close everything on the left, so these with this command I can close everything. So it is also customizable. You could use anything. So all the plugins, all the keys that is currently working in Vim will also work, like J for going down, K for going up, S for scrolling left, right. So these kinds of things will also work. And also you could like navigate to any other pages from here, like explore links by pressing F. And if you see any of the links, like if you type SE, this link will be opened. If you click F, this link will be open. So this is also a very good feature as well. Like you don't have to go to your mouse or click on the link. So if you like to use only keyboard, so you could do that only with this plugin in the browser as well. So these are some of the features available in Vimium. So I mentioned some of the features. Any questions still now? No? All right. So I think you guys are learning something, right? Or so let's jump into the next one then. So next one is editor plugins. So these are the plugins that I recently got to know as well. So there's one called Mintlify, Error Lens, and Vim. So Vim, I have been using this for a long time. So this could be used in any of the editor that you use. Like I currently use VS Code for edit as an editor. So in VS Code, if I open something like this VS Code, so what this plugin does, Mintlify, is it's an AI centered document generator. So with this, you could assign a key to any of the document, any of the functions or any of the declaration that you want. And if you type any of the shortcuts that I have created for Control Alt or something like that, or Control Alt K or something, so it will generate a human readable document. So that will be very helpful. Like you could read this. If you didn't quite like the document, you could change it as well. But instead of like typing it yourself, so basically I used to do something like this previously and type something what this function does, what are the parameters it takes. Some of the plugin helps with this parameter and its type, but the definition and what it does, why it does it, all of these things. So it is done with this plugin. So it is also very helpful for now. So it is a very good document generator. So if you didn't like it or do you want to change it, you could do that as well. But it generally gives a certain idea that, oh, this function does this. If you don't know what this function does or what are the function it takes, you could directly do this and see, oh, you read this as well. So that will also be helpful to like read the code. So if you don't want to like directly read the code, you could do that by directly generating the document as well. So this is also one of the very helpful tools. So it is called Mintlify doc writer. So it is available in VS Code as an extension. You could install that. Another one is called Error Lens. So Error Lens is also a very helpful tool. Like if I made some error over here, so it will show me an error directly in my tab. So I don't have to like go to this terminal and the error compile everything and see that error over here. So I directly see that error, and sometimes like you miss something, like I miss this, and it will show like this is expected, this is not correct. So it is also helpful to directly like change it in without going through your terminal or seeing the compilation error messages. So this package is called Error Lens. And another is Vim. So Vim is like VS Code or any other extensions, any other editors also provide this as a plugin. So you could do all of the commands that Vim provides. Like I could select all of these. So these are all of the tools that can be used with VS Code, and I am currently using as well. So there are a lot of shortcuts for Vim. I won't go into all of those details since Vim itself is a huge topic. So I will just be just mentioning the topic here. So you guys could do some research from your end as well. And if you like using Vim in your tool, you could also implement it here. So it's available directly from extensions. You could go to extensions and directly search over here like Vim or any of the extension that you like. Okay, so nothing yet. So next one is called Fusuma. So this is a touchpad gesture. I don't think Mac users will need this, but in Linux, like the touchpad, we don't basically get all of these features like three finger up, three finger down, three finger left, right swipe. So these are the things that if you need those kind of things by directly using touchpad, you could use this plugin. And haven't I opened Fusuma? Oh yeah. So you could open all of this and like directly open any of the tabs. So I have a shortcut assigned like three finger up to open a browser. So it will directly open a browser. So if I press three finger up, it will close the browser. So this will automatically close the browser. I don't have to like go to this tab, close, or press my keyboard if I like using my touchpad. So you could assign any of the shortcuts that you want. Like you have to install this and add shortcuts as it like your preference, and you could do 3 4 fingers, and I think 2 finger by default works, but 3 or 4 fingers it doesn't work by default on Ubuntu or any other Ubuntu or Linux applications. So you have to install this. There are other alternatives to Fusuma as well, but I like using this. And yeah, this is also very I could do like 3 finger left to go to left tab, right tab. I could go click 4 finger left, right to switch tabs. So these are the basic shortcuts that I currently use using Fusuma. So and this is a basic touchpad gesture. And let's go to the next one. So next one is like adding aliases and functions into your Vim ZSSRC, or if you use Bash, you could do that in Bash as well. So my files for aliases are separate. Like if I open my ZSSRC, like I have added all of these shortcuts over here, so that like my Linux shortcuts are in separate file, my Git shortcuts are in a separate file. You could do that by using this kind of things. And if you open that file, so like where is like I have added some of the shortcuts over here. Like you could add Git shortcuts separately, and these things will be available to your main ZSS file through this. So you could link this as well. So it will create a separate files for your shortcuts, and you can like only focus on all the Git shortcuts will be available here. All the Linux shortcuts will be available in this Linux file. And if you have any other preferences, you could add those as well. So these are based on your preferences. Like I currently use some of the, oh, sorry. I currently use some of the shortcuts like to open my application. Like I directly type Sherbird, and it will like open my front end, back end, serve both of these, and directly open it in the browser as well. So I could, for that, I could do directly type Sherbird, and it will work. If you want to assign any other shortcuts, you could do that as well. Like this start. So it is a function that will take a parameter. So whatever I type after start, it will start that service. So for example, I could do something like status nginx. If I have nginx in my system, so it will show me like I don't have nginx, so it won't be showing me that. Let me search for any other systems that I have. What do I have? Let's see, Docker. So yeah, like Docker is already running. So you don't have to like do systemctl status. So this kind of things can be automated as well by using this kind of functions, and any other shortcuts that you want to assign as well. And let's go back. So yeah, so no questions till now, and I think that's almost all for now. So maybe So these are the links that I have mentioned. We could add that in the chat as well if you need, but you could search through this as well. So I also basically want to know what are the tools that you guys use as well, that if you could type that in chat, or any tools that you find that this tool can be enhanced as well. Like instead of Goeb, you could use something like this and it will do something like that. So if you guys have any sort of preference or anything, you could share that in chat as well. So I think for now, these are all the tools that I currently have.
All right. Thank you so much, Bikalpa. Now we're gonna start our Q&A session for 15 minutes, where if you have any questions, if you have any kind of interaction that you want, if you have any tools that you have used on your previous project, then we can have a talk and we can have some interaction. So the floor is open to all the audience. If you have any question, you can raise your hand or you can